Hey, how's it going, everybody? Good morning. So back for another shave. Gonna be going with my TurnNShave brush. This has his 26mm fan. So this isn't the tip knot. This is a different one compared to my 26mm tips. This one I'd compare more to the 28. It's got a little bit more scrub to it. The tips aren't not quite as jelly, but you can see they're still kind of gelling a little bit, so very nice. Gonna be going with something brand new, so this just came in yesterday. Gonna be going with my Max Sprecher. This is very cool 9/8 near wedge with this is called Awabi white ribbon. So to me it kind of looks like a cross between abalone and mother of pearl. And then the point right here, it's actually based off of a vintage Weight & Butcher design. The razor's kind of a mouthful. It's the Ottoman, Egyptian, and Royal Windsor razor. It's a very old vintage, so the story behind that one is there was like a group of soldiers, I think 50 or so, and a razor was made for each one of them. So there were only 50 of those razors ever made, and basically, like, if you see them, they're super expensive or just in very poor condition because I guess people just didn't really take care of them. So I've only seen two out in the wild. One, the point or the toe is snapped, so I mean, can't really tell. And the other one, I think the toe is like kind of like filed down or something, and then it also is snapped at the tang. So basically, like, people who know what they've got, it's in really poor condition, and people who don't know what they have, they aren't listing it as what it is, so it would be pretty difficult to try and find one. But yeah, Max did an amazing job on the razor. If you want to try and search it up one more time, it is the Weight & Butcher Ottoman, Egyptian, and Royal Windsor razor. So yeah, so super cool, really excited with this one. And then soap for today, gonna be going with 88 Chestnut Street from Declaration Grooming. So the notes, it's just such an awesome scent. The notes are neroli, lemon, bergamot, lavender, orange, petitgrain, grapefruit, and yuzu. I had those memorized. Yeah, the scent is awesome. It's a really citrusy scent. Because of the, all the citrus, the neroli, bergamot, lavender, petitgrain, those are all notes that are in Acqua di Parma. So this is kind of an Italian colonia scent. To me, the way it differs from Acqua di Parma, and actually this has probably overtaken Acqua di Parma for me in terms of scent. Acqua di Parma has a little bit more woodiness to it, and this is just basically like all citrus and floral. So it's really nice. To my nose, I get, that's the load I'm gonna go with right here. Gonna wet my face, get the excess. But to my nose, what I get is I get a very citrus forward scent. The citruses are very well blended, so I don't get any citrus notes in particular. And then a very kind of floral, the neroli stands out to me the most, but a nice floral base. So to me, it's just such a great scent. For those of you who have watched me for a good amount of time, you know that I love citrus and I love florals, so this was a great pickup. this isn't an original an original scent from I believe the gentleman over at Chatillon Luxe name is Sean. This is based off of Farina Eau de Cologne. And I was not aware 4711 is also based off of it. So if you've ever smelled 4711, I think you probably would have smelled exactly what this smells like. But yeah, this is just such an excellent kind of citrus summer scent. I really enjoy it. I'm glad I picked up the full tilt set, so I have the soap, the splash, and the EDT from Chatillon Luxe. It's very good. And the splashes from Chatillon Luxe are, as always, just, you know, excellent. So, lathered right here. So I know in the last video, I cut out the lathering portion a little bit, and this intro portion. Let me know if you guys like that more. I'm trying to work on maybe shortening my videos somehow, making them a little more time friendly. Although, I mean, if you don't want to watch the full shave, you can always fast forward, turn it off. I won't get offended. I'm not really much for video editing, mostly because I'm just out of the house so often. It just takes too long to edit videos, because the way most video editors work is you edit the video and then you need to resave the video, and then you need a data connection to do that, or a Wi-Fi connection or something. It's kind of dumb. I don't know why you need Wi-Fi in order to resave something that's already on your phone, but you do. And because I'm just on the go so much, most of my videos just won't save to my phone quickly enough. So I'm not really looking to edit like I know some guys edit out their lathering portions, which is probably a smart thing to do. But you know, I'm just doing this for fun. I'm not trying to make it too much work. And if you don't like that, I completely understand. But yeah, that's just how I am. So anyway, the soap is in Declaration Grooming's Icarus base. So this base is, you can kind of see on the label. Oh, no, not with these labels actually. With the Chatillon Luxe labels, they're a little different. But the base is bison tallow, lamb tallow, and goat's milk. And it was one of the first soaps to do its big, you know, reformulations that really kind of have that that low structure, really slick, really kind of that dense Greek yogurty, sour creamy look to them. To be honest, I actually kind of prefer the bison tallow base. Not that Icarus is bad, It's an excellent base once you have it figured out. But for me, Icarus is very finicky. If you see I'm really taking my time lathering it, I apologize. But the amount of water you can use with it is actually, compared to some of the other newer bases like Peter's base, Excelsior, even the original Bison Tallow base, the water band on this to me is a little bit smaller. So I actually have a tendency to overhydrate this stuff and just make it just a little too thin, even for my liking, and the lather kind of starts to break. So yeah, I'm kind of taking my time a little bit more with this one. This is starting to look pretty good. Lost a little bit of lather right there, but that's okay. Just wipe it off, put it right back on. But okay, yeah, this looks pretty good. Let me just clean the neck off a little bit. So I apologize, this one may end up a little bit longer than normal. But yeah, don't get me wrong, Icarus is very good stuff. I still do rate it very highly. It's just I'd maybe put Bison Tallow just a little bit ahead of it in terms of like ease of use. But yeah, here we go. Let me just get my sideburns all nice and straightened out. I will have to cut them a little bit. And this thing has a fresh edge from Max, so it's stupid sharp. But yeah, this edge, super nice, really smooth, not overly edgy feeling. Yeah, just fantastic. And this point really isn't as aggressive as you'd think it is. Just kind of have to go slower. Excellent first pass. Whew, 14 minutes in. Might try and talk a little less, hurry it up a little bit more. and have been noticing a few new subs, so thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. Yeah, nice second lather, or second pass lather, I should say. I like to blow my fingers a little bit, try to get them nice and dry. Never want to handle a razor with wet hands, mostly because you don't want it slipping for one, and two, you don't want water inside of the razor. What I mean by water inside of the razor, is water in between the hinge and the razor, so right over here. The reason you don't want that is because that's really one of the only places you can't dry very easily. And because you can't dry it very easily, and also you can't see that there's water there, it's easy for rust and pitting and all the bad stuff that you don't want with your razors. It's easy for that to develop in there. So really, more than anything, want to keep that area dry. There's Richard. Richard the rooster. So, excellent shave so far. Just going to give a quick 10 laps on leather. Alrighty. finish up. Really nice. And yeah, don't let me saying that I prefer the bison tallow base discredit this base any. I still think it's a very, very elite base in its own right. As you can see, I mean, I did a lot of buffing, went over places with no lather. With ease. Yeah, very, very nice. Whew, awesome shave. Alrighty, and that's it. So, video's been a little long, and actually, I did review the aftershave splash for West Coast Shaving already. A few weepers here and there. Actually, a little couple bumps I took off, but that's alright. But yeah, you could completely forgo post shave if you wanted to with this stuff. Post shave is excellent. I mean, once you get it dialed in, really moisturized lather, really hydrated. But let me just get this on real quick, and I'll give a quick recap on the stuff. Yeah, very nice. Chatillon Luxe makes some of my favorite aftershaves. Whew, great shave. I'm gonna be heading out to Texas today. My grandma's birthday is this weekend, so gonna be gone for a few days. I think I might bring this trifecta with me because it's just so good. Yeah, that's the shave, everybody. So let me just give a quick recap. So right here, this is the TurnNShave custom. There we go. The lather is kind of reflecting the light a little bit. This is a great shape, nice and ergonomic. Like I said, 26 millimeter Badger 2-band fan. Not the tip knot, but still very, very good. Razor. Just gonna hold it by the scales. Max Sprecher 9/8. Got the, I just call it the tip, guys. Pretty sharp. 9/8 near wedge. It's got that nice slight smile, so that's still that kind of Sheffield-y Weight and Butcher design. And these gorgeous Awabi white ribbon scales. Yeah, you can see it's got some nice greens, got some nice pinks in there. Yeah, it's just got a ton of depth to it, so just amazing as always, like what I expect from Max. And then finally, the 88 Chestnut Street collaboration with Declaration Grooming and Chatillon Luxe, and the 88 Chestnut Street Splash from Chatillon Luxe. So fantastic shave. Yeah, super BBS. Just excellent. That's all I have to say, really. So thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next one, and see ya.